Hello everyone. I welcome you all to another episode of Engineering with Shamil. And today, in episode number 14 of Engineering with Shamil, we are going to discuss about the zone and the loop concepts of the fire alarm systems. So if you have gone through my previous videos, in the last video, I have discussed about the zone wiring and the loop wiring. And I think that explanation went pretty long, and at the same time it became somewhat confusing, I guess. So what I will be doing is I will actually briefly explain on what exactly a zone is and what exactly a loop is. So if you remember, we had said that zone wiring is for the conventional system and loop wiring is for the addressable system. So in zone wiring, you have a single pair of cable running from the panel to the devices, to the respective zone where the devices are located. Okay, so it's just a single pair of cable. Whereas in loop wiring, it starts from the panel, goes through all the devices, and then returns back to the panel. That is the difference between. So that is the difference between loop wiring and the zone wiring. So let's see what exactly zone is and what exactly loop is. So zone is actually a physical area or a group of devices wired together. So we know that in conventional system, in order to in order to design a conventional finance system, we have to divide the area or the building or the compound or whatever is it into separate zones. So the conventional panel will be detecting the condition of the zones, and each zone will be having a group of devices. Okay, so that particular area, that particular group of devices is called as a zone. So the panel will be showing which zone is in alarm condition. That is, if a particular zone is having a fire condition. If any device in any particular zone is having a fire condition, then the panel will not show the device. Instead, it will show the area. Okay, it will not show the exact device it will not show the exact device which has been activated due to the fire condition. Okay, so an example is in floor 2. Suppose that there is a G+2 building, and then you are actually dividing that into floor wise. You are dividing the zones into floor wise. So it's like ground floor will be zone 1, first floor will be zone 2, and second floor will be zone 3. So in case if there's an alarm in second floor, okay, then the panel will show there's an alarm in zone 3. That is, there's an alarm in floor 2. Okay, so this is how zone works. This is how zone concept works in conventional system. Now coming to the loop concept. So loop concept is basically, as I said, it starts from the panel, goes through all the devices, and then returns back to the panel. It's a continuous communication path. Okay, so this loop, it forms a closed ring, and the panel will be communicating with the devices in both directions. Okay, from 1 to 250 and 250 to 1. So either direction it will work, and each device in the addressable panel will be having a unique address. So in case if there's a fire in a particular location, that particular device will be activated. That is, that particular device number or that particular device address will be shown in the panel. Okay, so this is the concept of loop in addressable fire alarm systems. So to quickly compare, we have two concepts. One is the zone concept and the other one is the loop concept. So the zone concept is used in the conventional system. It will tell you which zone is affected. It will tell you a general area which zone is affected. The second category is loop. In loop, it is actually used in the addressable system, and it will give you the exact device location where the fire or the fault has occurred. Okay, so this is the quick comparison between zone and loop. So the key takeaway is that the the zone concept is in conventional system, and the loop concept is in addressable system. So the zone gives you which particular area is affected, whereas the loop tells you how the devices are being communicated. That is, in either direction, the device can be communicated. Okay, so you can use a analogy like the zone will identify the neighborhood, and the loop will be identify the it's like a two-way highway. Okay, so if you can remember these two concepts, you can easily understand what a zone and what a loop is. So with this, I conclude the video for today. thank you for listening to me. And in case if you have any queries, feedback, or doubts, kindly post them in the chat box, and I will be happily obliged to answer to your queries. And before I sign off, I would humbly request all of you to kindly like, share, and subscribe so that I can create more videos in the future. Your like, share, and subscribe will be a motivation for me to create more videos. Thank you. And with this, I am saying goodbye. Thank you once again. A good day to all of you.